Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Noles will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The offense set for a first down play. On the ground, it's Payne. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. He's loose. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generated an explosive play.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking to the big tight end. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
No surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
To the ground with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. Touchdown, TCU! They grab the early lead. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Here's the handoff. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Direct snap. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Back to pass, it's Glenn. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Right back to the well. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The give to the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
He wants to throw here on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's Payne. Touchdown, Horned Frog! A great catch and run for 6.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. And you did it with your running back. I mean, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Weinke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Makes the grab over the middle.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved, get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. They go to the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
The Noles getting set on first and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab. It's Davis. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's second and 3. Looking for room. It's Payne. Discards a man. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Now on first down from the 30. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to move it through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They'll line up for a second down play.
Here we go.
They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. What a nice job finding the back on the angle route. That's a tough thing to cover.
And I love the matchup for this quarterback. He knew there on 3rd down. He had the one-on-one with his running back and that defender. Nice job on the route, crossing the defender's face. Easy completion. The drive stays alive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On the ready.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Easy.
From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot. And because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer,
He's got it on the left. Oh, look out. The 40, the 30, the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, no.
What an enormous play, the 99-yard touchdown pass. But Palmer, when you're in that end zone and you're backed up and you could take a safety, what's going through your head?
Oh, man, your clock's going off. You know you got to get the football out quick, but I'll tell you, you're also licking your chops because you know in this area of the field, you probably have one-on-one opportunities to the outside. So if you get time and you're able to make an accurate throw, you can hit pay dirt, and they just did right there, going 99 yards to the crib.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Looking to pass. It's Glenn. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Finds his big tight end. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll throw it on first down. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Line just back in the middle.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as...
Using his feet to buy time. Fires downfield. Got it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the gun, looking for a man. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And in the wait half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This is going to be a 4. That's going to wrap. Join Kevin with the halftime update. Come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half. Especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. He makes the connection. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. That's reeled in. It's Davis. Across the 25, he's got room. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The give to the back. He breaks a tackle.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Florida State. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that?
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
They'll snap it from the 20 on 2nd and 4. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Horned Frog. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Southern Miss is having its way offensive, just marching up and down that field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 20 over the Coyotes. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that? We wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. On target. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They move the tight end all over. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Noles! And that one will give him the lead. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Nole Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of... going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Right back to it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Both of these teams working over this scoreboard so far, Jesse.
And I think for the offense on the field now, they can't worry about the other offense. Obviously, they've both been having success. You just got to focus on yourself, keep executing, because you've been lighting up the scoreboard.
And defensively, heck, you might as well be aggressive. All you got to do is get one turnover, get the ball back to your offense, because your offense has been great all day long.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Glenn. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes his connection. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. Touchdown Seminoles. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. These two offenses have been locked in and going back and forth, David.
Been absolutely cooking. I mean, both offenses doing what they want. Now try to continue this, Jesse, down the stretch, stay on fire.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now because of the way the other one's playing, so you can't falter. You can't have your service broken. You got to stay aggressive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. On the ground, it's Payne. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there. This should be the last play of the quarter. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quickly complete. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida State 42, TCU 35.
first down to start the drive after the break. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a big play for the defense. Playing at home, you're trailing. You need to create takeaways. You got to get the ball back. Nice job breaking on that one and knocking it away.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Payne. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And Jesse just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and, man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
At the 6-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Wide out in motion. He wants to pass it on second down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, with 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over the Pandas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. Back to pass, it's Glenn. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. The defense finally came up with a play.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. And the Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. The give to the tailback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, TCU! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because...
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, TCU.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Gutsy play call. There are a lot of coaches out there that would have run the football, try to keep the clock going, or force your opponent to use more timeouts. They throw for it on 3rd down. They get the completion, and with that, they should win this game.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up, and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.